Hey everybody, hi, how y'all doing today? What's up? I'm back. Hello everyone, hi. Sharise Johnson Moore here. Hi, hello. Hi, my name is Sharise Johnson Moore and I am the owner of Sharise and Johnson Moore LLC. I am a publishing consultant and visibility coach. I help authors, entrepreneurs, and faith-based leaders be seen, be heard, and be known. Okay. So I am here with day four. Day four. We on day four. I know that's right. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. We on day four. And we are talking about how to define your brand voice as a faith-based leader. How to find how to define your voice, your brand voice as a faith-based leader. How to define your voice, brand voice as a faith-based leader. So, want to come in and give y'all a few few things, a few little help you out, and because all the things that I have talked about in the other series I was doing. I think I did one like 2 months ago. It was called the Post Publication Power Moves, and it was a lot of things that, like I said, I had to learn on my own, and now I'm also having to learn. I had to learn about visibility. So I wanted to share some of the things that I have experienced in my visibility journey with my business, and I wanted to share them with you in a 30-day visibility YouTube series. Hello, everyone. My name is Sharise Johnson Moore, and I am here to help you to define your brand voice as a faith-based leader. I want to welcome everyone today. We're going to dive into something every faith-based leader needs. We need a clear, authentic, God-aligned brand voice. Your voice is your identity. And when it's defined, your message becomes sharper, stronger, and more impactful. So let's get into our conversation of the day. So, I'm always going to give you a truth, right? When I come in the room, okay? Your brand voice is not just how you talk. It's not how you talk. It's how you represent the God who called you, okay? Visibility is not just about being seen. It's not about being seen. It is more of, are you obedient? It's about how you show up online, offline. How do you show up in the presence of others? And are you coming to the people that you want to be in front of with consistency, clarity, and authenticity? Are you keeping it real? Okay. Are you keeping it real, with people? Or are you just putting on an act, for the cameras? You know, um, are you coming with your original self, or do you come with your mask on and you read a bunch of lines on a screen and you think that's it? No, it's not about that. It's about talking from the heart. When you talk about visibility, it's talking about, are you coming from the heart? Are you speaking from the heart? Are you speaking from your own experience? Are you teaching from your own experiences? Are you keeping it real? And it requires you be vulnerable sometimes. It requires vulnerability as well when you come in front of others. It's how you show up online and offline with consistency, clarity, and authenticity. A strong brand voice is the difference between blending in and being remembered, okay? Blending in or being remembered. Do you sound like everybody else on the screen? Do you, is there anything you like to do? Blending in is, do you sound like everybody else on the screen that come before you? Or do you come as a person, as what you bring forth can be remembered by a tagline a word, what kind of word are you bringing? Are you speaking positivity? Are you speaking how to move in another, to another level? As faith-based leaders, your voice isn't built on trends. As a faith-based leader, that's a minister, apostle, minister, apostle, a bishop, a pastor, evangelist, a deacon, a deaconess, a prophetess. How are you coming to the people? It's built on truth and the word. It's built on truth and the word. And it's built on your story, your assignment, your faith walk, and the unique way God uses you to speak to others. When I was younger, I would speak to people and speak truth to them. Speak truth to them. If they were going through situations, I would, give them advice. Things of that nature. How it's gonna be. I will always give them my honest opinion, right? Honest input if they ask for it. And then the older I got, people did not like me to be that way. And I kind of left that calling. And then this year, I really had something happen to me at an event. And someone addressed me as prophetess. And that hit me in my guts. That hit me to really, this is a person, a minister, someone I never met, someone I had just met during a 3-day event, and me and her hardly ever talked. And when she addressed me as a prophet. And that shook me. And I decided I'm not going to sit on my gifts anymore. I had gotten to the point where I was scared to speak up for myself and scared to speak the words that God had given me to speak. I had gotten quiet. I had gotten withdrawn from people because I didn't want to get attacked for what I was saying. That's what I'm gonna say it like it is, right? I didn't want to become under attack or jumped on for something I had said to someone. And I realized that some people can't handle the truth that come out your mouth about stuff around them or stuff that's going on. And some people can't handle that. And I had to learn that that's not my problem. That's theirs. Straight up. Right? And since that's been spoken over me, I have learned how to speak up boldly, speak up at all times, and keep it 100 with people, whether they ask for the advice or not, and to treat people with respect. That's how I address the situation before I speak. And I always ask people if I may say something, and that's how I'm living. That's how I'm going into that after she spoke that over me. And I was like, I'm not going to sit here and bite my tongue. And the thing is that we can't keep our mouth shut when it comes to delivering other people. If God put you in that position to help them be delivered. Okay? Many people struggle with visibility because their voice feels scattered. One day they're bold, next day they're unsure. One post is faith-filled and the next feels generic. Okay? Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it's how could I say this? When you live in a world that is always critiquing what you do, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're not. You're just not. As a faith-based leader, I see the trepidation that some of these big-time pastors go through, and I be like, I wouldn't wish that on nobody, because one minute the people be talk about holy, 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 and then the next minute they be talking about crucify him, you know. And I understand that sometimes life is like that. Life is like that. When your voice is not defined, your audience is confused, and confusion kills connection. Okay? I want to give you a scenario that happened in my life when I decided to rekindle my relationship with the Lord. I had just lost 3 of the most important people in my life. And when I lost them, I had to find myself because they were not my support system anymore. And what I realized was that God had to become my all in all in my walk for the rest of my life, because that's how he drew me. That's how God drew me in. I was running, doing everything to run from the calling I had on my life. I was running. And what solidified me not running from the call anymore was those 3 deaths affected me so much that I decided I wanted to rekindle my relationship with the Lord, right? And with that, it changed me. My life changed forever with those 3 deaths. And I decided, and I made a decision that I wanted to be with God. I wanted to have a relationship with him, full relationship. Not sometime, not when I felt like it, not when I'm in trouble. I wanted an all-time relationship. And when you are in ministry, it is your voice that matters. And as a minister myself, a defined brand voice does 3 things. Attracts the people God assigned to you. Okay? I have said this many, many times. Everybody is not for you. Okay? Everybody not for you. And sometimes we have to have discernment when it comes to other people, when they come into our presence. Number 2, it makes your content recognizable. Okay? When you are in a faith-based relationship in your business, it shows through your actions, the way you talk, the way you speak, the things that you say and do. And it builds trust and credibility. I don't know how many times I got to say that one, because it's about you being real with people. You be honest with yourself, and be honest with the worst thing. This is one thing I had to learn. I had to learn this in life. If you can't be truthful with me, why are we even having a conversation? If you can't be honest with yourself, you're not going to be real with me. I have learned that as in my discernment walk with God. It's like, okay, where their words say one thing and their actions saying another. So what's going on with them? They straddling the fence. So what I had to learn was I had to worry about me. Stop worrying about what everyone else was doing, because they can only be accountable for themselves. Okay, they can be accountable for themselves. Okay, so your voice is your ministry. Your voice is your movement, and your voice is your message. Okay, So today, I want to, go into fine tune, I want you to go out and show up confidently and consistently when it comes to your ministry. Okay. And that may mean that everybody is not for you. And everything is said in the room is not for you to be, is not for your ears to hear. Sometimes we got to move out the room, be like, ooh, no, that ain't, that's not the proper conversation I want to hear. Or maybe it's just that sometimes it is listening to God when He tell you to move, listening to God, whether you can hear the truthfulness in their voice when they're speaking. When you walking with God, it calls for a lot of discernment, a lot. And, you got to identify the core assignment God gave you. Your brand voice must be rooted in your calling. And you can't serve God one day and cuss in the next. Okay, you can say things a certain way without cursing. I learned that too in life. You can say certain things without cursing. Okay, yeah, sometimes you get real mad, teed off and stuff. And sometimes you can walk it out, walk it out. Who you serve, your brand voice must be rooted in your calling. Who you serve and why you serve them. Why do you serve people? Are you trying to help them get better? Are you trying to help them move in a better relationship with God in your ministry? It's about who do you serve? Is it serving a particular people, or you serving everyone? Why are you serving them? Define your tone. Are you bold? Are you gentle? Are you motivational? Are you prophetic? Okay, your tone sets the emotional atmosphere of your message. You go into someone's broadcast or you watch a replay or something. And the words that they are saying, you get the point, whether it's prophetic or it's motivational or it's nice, gentle, smooth conversation. And is it bold with authority? Okay. The tone, your tone sets the emotional atmosphere of your message. Embrace your language style. Embrace your language style. Faith-centered, transparent, practical, or testimonial. Which one? You can do different things in different moments, but you still convey that you are faith-based leader. Whether it is faith-centered, it is transparent, it is practical, or testimonial. Choose a vocabulary that authentically reflects your faith and personality. Choose the vocabulary that authentically reflects your faith and personality. Okay? Number 4, clarify your message. Clarify your message pillars. Your 3 to 5 teaching themes. Okay? You're teaching 3 to 5 teaching themes. Okay? This builds consistency and keeps your content aligned with your message. You could also apply these same 5 to if you were not a faith-based leader. Okay? You can apply these same 5 if you are not a faith-based leader. I just don't want to get it, I don't want to stay on into one thing. I understand this is the topic we're talking about today. But as a entrepreneur, you can use these same 5 things in any area. It's just the way you use it. Okay. Now communicate with authority, not apologize. Ooh, that's a good one. Communicate with authority, and not apologize. Your voice is not accidental. It is an assignment. Speak with confidence. Speak up. Speak up. You got a word for somebody, tell them. You got something, you really want them to know. You really tell them. Don't sit and keep stuff inside that God wants you to talk about. Speak with authority. Speak with confidence. It's your assignment, okay? So, let's go through these 5 again. Identify the core assignment God gave you. Define your tone. Are you bold, gentle, motivational, or prophetic? Number 3, embrace your language style. Is it faith-centered, transparent, practical, or testimonial? I have used all of these in today's demonstration. Okay? Clarify your message pillars. Your 3 to 5 teaching themes. This builds consistency and keeps your content aligned with your message, your mission, with your mission. Now communicate with authority and not apologize. The thing that kind of irritates me the most is when people say something and say, excuse me for what I'm about to say. Or, I hope that ain't offend nobody. Okay, God gave you that message, didn't give nobody else. God asked you to speak that, not somebody else. And if he gave it to you, it was meant for you to say. Okay? So, I wanted to let you know that, yes, being a faith-based leader is very important. It is. Okay? And if you would like more detail of what this entails for a faith-based leader, I do one-on-one visibility strategy sessions, one-on-one coaching visibility strategy sessions, okay? One-on-one visibility coaching strategy sessions, okay? And I have put them in the chat. For you. If you would like to sit down and have more detail of what that consists of, we can work on your visibility coaching session. Okay. It is on sale for a Black Friday sale. And the sale doesn't end until the end of the month for this visibility coaching session. It is an investment required. So, half off, 50% off. Okay. I just want to let y'all know that. And I put that link in the chat. Also, you can acquire the link also in the description that goes with this YouTube video. Okay. I also wanted to put this out there. I have 3 books. I'm the author of 3 books. And this is my first book, Coming to Loving Yourself. I still have copies of this. I have 7 copies of this. I have 7. Okay. But this set, I only have 4 of these sets left. Okay. With all 3 books. Okay. I only have 4 sets of these left. Of these books. Okay. Only have 4 sets. These are on sale for $37.50. Okay. $37.50. Okay. $37.50. Okay. This is the link. It is in the chat. You can go ahead and purchase the books for $37.50. I can ship them out tomorrow morning. Okay. If you would like to be a part of the one-on-one visibility coaching session, the link is here on the screen, and I put it in the chat as well. Okay. And I want to let y'all know that after these books, after this first one is gone from out of my possession, I will not be printing any more of these. Okay. So these are the first editions. Okay. I just want to let you know. First edition, because this book has already been revamped and I cannot order any more books in this cover. Okay. It's already been done. This book was published on Amazon and with KDP, and I have already changed the cover. I've already changed the cover to this book, okay? All right, so I cannot order any more, okay? And then when I have these, I have only I only have one, two, three, three. Only have 4 of these left. So once the set is gone, I'm going to revamp this cover. I'm revamping this cover too, as well. As soon as these books are no longer in my possession, I will revamp this cover as well. Okay. This is the anthology I'm in. It is called The Stand Up Resilient Black Women Who Are Shaping the World with Their Faith. And this is available. If you would like to buy this separate, you go to the website, ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com for the purchase. Okay. Now, these books alone, all 3 of these books alone, cost more by themselves than they do together. I'm just giving you heads up. Okay. All 3 of these books together cost $37.50. Okay. They are on sale for Christmas until the end of the year, and then they gone. I got some new stuff coming out. Got some new different book covers coming out. Okay. I want to keep you informed of what is going on. All right. So, I want to see you back here tomorrow. I want to see you back here tomorrow for day 5 of the 30 days of visibility YouTube series. And it is very important because tomorrow we're talking about the power of consistency, showing up even when it's hard. Okay. That is our topic for tomorrow. The power of consistency, showing up even when it's hard. Okay. I want to also inform you that I will be turning all of these episodes into audio files for my podcast, The More Connection. So you can go back and listen and re-listen to the replays and things of that nature. These will be turned into audio podcast episodes, okay? Hello, and how is everyone doing today? Hello. How is you doing today? Thank you for coming in, showing up. And I want to see you back here tomorrow for the power of consistency, showing up even when it's hard. Okay, I love you all, and I will talk to you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for day 5. Everyone have a blessed day.